Okay, so it's such a nice day out. I thought, I'm doing my chores, I'm gonna go ahead and knock this video out real quick, something I want to share with everybody. One thing is, I got the new cage that I said I was going to do, and I moved that other cage right there. The flap just flopped down on it, but I moved it out there now for a weaning cage, and then took its space with this 6 holes. So we have 3 6 holes right here for growing out the show rabbits when they're juniors and up to intermediate, and then the 3 doe cages for having babies. Alright, so we had our everything you've seen, most of it before. I moved those. There's 2 red does in there. You can't see, it's really dark. A little red buck. Those are left over from Rolo and Starburst litter. Had this little broken red doe and this broken red doe. They're going to show at nationals with me because a guy's going to be picking them up there from Ohio. And then this nice little broken red doe out of Crackling Glacier right here. She's just growing up yet to see how she does. She's a little bit older than like this little buck and these 2 little does. This is Andy's right here, a really nice junior doe that we got that I already talked about in the last video. This little buck here, he got a really nice head on him, kind of like Warhead and Smarty did. Come here, buddy, can you turn for us? There you go. Yeah, he's more like Smarty's head was, not quite as big as Warhead's was, but he we're hoping turns out to be a pretty nice buck. That's out of Mr. Goodbar and Charlie. So that was my the red over the Charlie having all the broken babies. These are them, and this is his 2 sisters. Like I said, hopefully one or both of them will be really nice. And then there was Zero and Avalanche's litter right here. That's the doe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bucks. This buck is, I believe, the best one. Then these 2 are the next best, and then these 2 are probably more meat quality. This little buck here, as you can see, you can tell he's got the shoulders. And at first we were tattooing, we were going over these guys. I'm like, man, where's the shoulders? What's going on? And then I got a hold of that guy, and you just know it. When you know it, you know it. And he ought to be pretty. He's really compact. I like him. It's really nice. Hopefully he'll turn out to something for us. And here's Dove, who's due next week. And then there is Crackle and Fun Dips babies that I'm holding on to see how they do. A couple of really nice broken bucks in there. Whatchamacallit, just chilling, hanging out. Hot Tamales, my little character girl right here. She is beautiful girl, aren't you? Look at you just hanging. Hot Tamales last Friday at the Burkhalter benefit show. She took best 6 class. There was all of my New Zealands, and she beat all the white ones and everything. So that was pretty surprising. Californian and some champagnes. But what 6 class is the larger breed rabbits. So if you win your breed, then you go on to win. In some shows, you'll go on up against in 6 class. And 6 class is like the larger breeds, like New Zealand's and Californians. When you win 6 class, then you would head on and you would face against the 4 class. And 4 class is the smaller breed animals, such as Mini Rex and Polish or whatever. But and then the best of each one of those head off for best in show. And the Mini Rex ended up winning best in show. But hey, I'll take a 6 class win with a red New Zealand doe any day of the week. So we're pretty proud of that. And the reason they call them 4 and 6 classes is because with like New Zealand's are 6 class because they have juniors, buck, junior doe, intermediate buck, intermediate doe, senior buck, senior doe. That's 6 classes. With Dutch or Mini Rex or whatever, it's just junior buck, junior doe, senior buck, senior doe. That's 4 classes. So 6 class, 4 class. That's how that works, if you didn't know. And here's Milky Way, and she is due next week also. And the only thing new is right here, Miss Kit Kat. She was the one that I had, I wasn't sure if she was bred or not to Smarty, and she ended up being bred to Smarty when I had her on the show circuit, didn't I, baby? Yeah. So we'll just look at your babies real quick. First time litter. Did an excellent job. She had 9 of them. One of them, a little red one, was out here on the wire today, and we had like 32 degrees, just snap cold, and he must have just jumped out of the box. And so he died. But we had 4 reds, 3 brokens, and 2 Charlies. And one of the little solid reds died, but they're pretty light red anyway. You know how them brokens are. and she's really pretty and dark. But their dad, Smarty, is a light red, but he is a horse, a stud of a buck, and is doing so good for me. So hopefully they'll turn out real nice and darken up, maybe even. Twix, she's due next week. Reese's finally got bred. I showed her this weekend at all 3 shows, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That got some travel time for her, got her around a bunch of more animals, and then a day after we got back, I tried to breed her, and she took finally. So her and Crunch took, so thank goodness she can have another litter. Like I said, her first litter had 9 all over the wire, and they were beautiful with Crunch. And then Miss K, same deal, she finally took, so she's bred back to Crackle, which would be the same breeding as Smarty. And then you got Glacier, who's still recovering from her mastitis. I think she's recovered. She's fully back into condition. She's big old gal now. And then Avalanche, and she has 4 white kits left over here. And then Starburst, and Starburst has 7 babies, all nice, beautiful reds. They were really dark when they're younger, and they're still dark. As you can see, this guy here, they're beautiful. And we'll see what they are whenever we get ready to tattoo them around 12 weeks. That's what I try to shoot for, is 12 weeks to tattoo. I just like that size. I like the condition of the ear. Yeah, it's just a lot easier. Okay, I think that's everything I wanted to show you. The only other thing, the thing I most wanted to talk about was if you use water bottles like we do. I like using water bottles mostly because I spend a little bit of time with each animal on its own, and as I'm filling this water bottle, just a little bit more time I spend with each individual animal. It's nice. But if you know, having a lot of water bottles takes a long time to fill up, and jugs are a pain in the butt. You got to do that in the winter with your crocs anyway, but in the summer I want to hurry up. I want to get them a lot of water. Plus, with water bottles, I know exactly how much water each animal is drinking, and maybe they go off water. What I wished I'd have done a long time ago was got one of these, maybe a couple years back. And the reason for that, I was skeptical of them because I didn't know that they'd really, you know, what's the difference in this and using my garden hose. Well, the difference is there's a 10-foot piece of hose. It's real lightweight, really small, and this thing is like, there's nothing to it. And we can fill our water bottles, and it just hangs so easy right in the cages like that. I mean, it's wonderful. So I take my bottle off, I fill it up, and go. The only thing I suggest is like what I did. I used a shut off here at the front, so I can turn the water off with the quick connects I can get at Lowe's. They're just little quick connects. You pull this little coupling apart, and then the male end pops out of the female right there, and then you can stick your other nozzle in if you have a male on it. Love those things. That way I can turn my other nozzle head right on and put it in, or I can take it right out and put this whole system in. I can switch them in and out, no problem. I don't have to have a separate hose or go back to the house and turn off the water or anything like that. Highly recommend that if that's what you do. But what's so great is the heaviness of your hose. Your regular hose is so heavy and awkward to pull around. This lightweight hose, I can do this whole run. I can do this whole thing all the way down, and all these rabbits. And then I just pick that up and just adjust it and move it over around the corner to the other rabbits. And then I go outside with those rabbits. But as far as if you use water bottles, that's a wonderful extra tool. Like I said, I didn't know. I thought, you know, what's the big deal about it? But I'm so glad I got that now. And out of Bass equipment, I think it's maybe $20 or $25. It's not that bad. You know, you gotta pay shipping. The only downside was this last shipment. I like the black mats that Bass equipment has because they fit in my floor wire perfectly. They don't bulge up like some can do whenever you try to hook them right. And so I ordered my mats for this new cage, and they ended up giving these gray ones, which I can get at any show. And I paid more at Bass, you know, because I thought I was getting them black ones. And you know, maybe it's just something they ran out of and they're going to get more, maybe not. But if you are ordering mats and you think you're getting those nice black ones from them, make sure you call them, make sure that's what they have. I don't know if they've done away with them or what, but sure was disappointed that that's not why we ended up getting this last round. But anyway, just wanted to show you guys that, show you how the new setup looks. Nice little run here. And if you use water bottles, I highly suggest you do that if you have a lot of water bottles like we do. But it makes it so much easier, more comfortable. You know, spending time with those animals right next to them like that, it just makes it a lot easier. Way less mess spraying water everywhere. Oh, the other thing about gating it down like that, or having the shut off on it like that, whenever I crack it back open for this, I only gate it just a little bit. That way I get, you know, the consistency I want to fill a bottle. Not a big old blast so it sprays out of the bottle and soaks me and maybe the rabbits or their feed. But anyway, just thought I'd share all that with y'all, and till next time, which hopefully next week or the week after all these, or a few of these guys have some new babies, maybe I'll get another video. But again, thanks for watching, guys.